Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Youngs. Today is Friday, and that means Zer is here, not in the tower, but in the Reef. Now, I do not know what he has, so let's go check him out. What is he going to bring us? All right, he is going to bring us Trespasser, all right, as well as a bad Juju in Truth. But let's start here with the Legacy primary weapon, Ingram. This is for year 1 stuff only, so if you are simply looking for year 3 and updated stuff, you can pass on this. Moving on to Helm of Saint14. This is an exotic helm for your Titan, and this comes with intellect, and the main perk here blinds enemies inside your ward of dawn. So this is specific to defender subclass, and let me just say this right off the bat. This is definitely a top tier for PvE activities, guys. If you don't already have this for your Titan, I highly recommend you pick this up. This is absolutely fantastic. Like I said, for higher level PvE activities like raids, nightfalls, weekly strike playlists, stuff like that. Really good on your defender. You know, you pop your bubble, enemies will walk inside it. They're going to get blind. Even when they walk out of the bubble, they will still be blind temporarily, giving you plenty of time to kill them. Just very good exotic right here, guys. Very safe, very secure. You know, great for you and your team. Just really nice. So like I said, if you don't already have this already, I highly recommend you pick this up. Definitely a top tier for PvE. When it comes to PvP, it's still, you know, it still blinds your enemies. It still works, but it's not nearly, you know, as effective or efficient as it would be in PvE. You don't really need this in PvP. I mean, it can help a little bit, but if you're rocking something like Armor of Light in PvP, that's usually what I run with in PvP. You know, you already get a ton of armor. You don't really necessarily need the whole blinding factor as well on top of that. I mean, if you really want to be safe, I guess you can, but me personally, I would just run something else like Twilight Garrison or no backup plans if I'm on a defender. So we're going to move on to Khepri Stings. This is an exotic gauntlets for the hunter. This comes with strength and the main perk here. Invisible while crouching, and invisible melees from behind deal 4 times the damage, and they also cause damage over time. All right, so I think Khepri Stings are in a very strange place right now. You don't need to rock these in PvP. I mean, you will get a one-hit kill on anybody, you know, as long as you hit them from behind while you're invisible. Even supers, yeah, that's pretty nice, but how often is that really going to happen while you're invisible, while they're supering from behind? I mean, I just don't think it's really necessary in PvP. In PvE, I would think is where this thing would, you know, be more effective, but still in PvE, it's just, you don't really need it. Like on bosses or, you know, majors, hitting them with a melee while invisible from behind is gonna do a nice chunk of damage, but still, it's just not enough. I mean, there's just a ton of other options to go with on your hunter. Khepri Stings in a very weird spot. I mean, it is nice that you can go invisible on any subclass with these while crouching. That is pretty nice, but I just don't think it's really worth the exotic slot in my opinion, just my personal opinion. If you guys know any more uses for these exotic gauntlets, just go ahead, please leave in the comments. I would love to hear, because I would love for these to be, you know, used more. I would, but yeah, I never see these guys. I don't think it's top tier. Moving on to the Light Beyond Nemesis for the Warlock. This is an exotic helm. This comes with intellect and discipline, and the main perk here, supers generate an extra orb, revive and be revived faster. So if you are into you know, PvP in threes, in skirmish, and especially Trials of Osiris, I recommend you pick this up if you don't already have it for your Warlock. This works on any subclass, just like the Crest of Alpalupes for the Titan and the Hunter. This is the same thing except a helm, you know, and it has a different name. So yeah, so if you're into threes, or if you want to get into threes, or especially, you know, Trials of Osiris, I recommend you guys pick this up. It's nice to have at least 1 fast revive on the team. 2 would be fast revives all around, making you guys, you know, super efficient with reviving. Really nice. to have in Trials of Osiris. You know, sometimes fast revives can save the round and potentially save the game and win you guys the game. It has happened with me before. Just a simple fast revive just completely can turn the game around. So you got to keep that in mind, guys. Like I said, if you don't already have this already on your Warlock, I recommend you pick this up if you are planning to do Trials of Osiris, if you don't already do it. So definitely, guys, pick this up on your Warlock. It could definitely come in handy. In PvE, I guess it's okay with the orb, you know, the extra orb, but yeah, you're going to want to rock some other exotic for PvE. But like I said, in PvP in 3s, this is where you're going to get the most use out of this exotic helm. Moving on to Trespasser. Let's take a look at this exotic sidearm. So it is arc damage. We have Be the Danger. This weapon fires bursts of bullets with deadly accuracy. Here's our sights. We got Fast Draw, Steady Hand, and Sure Shot. Relentless Tracker. Hand loaded for some range. Reinforced Barrel for some range. And Quick Draw. All right. So there you guys go. You know, if you want some range without losing some stability, go with hand loaded. If you want a little more range and you don't really care about the stability, you're confident in your accuracy, then go with reinforced barrel. And if you want just that faster weapon draw, there you go, quick draw. Unrepentant. All right, reloading after a kill causes the next burst to be longer, more powerful, super burst. This is absolutely satisfying to do. After you get a kill, you reload. It's basically like a reactive reload type perk, except you don't have extra damage. You just get a longer burst, and it's really fun. And you get more time than 3 seconds. I think it's like 6 seconds, I think, with Unrepentant. So you get a little more time than reactive reload, you know. So, and if you land a full burst to the enemy's head with this super burst right here, it's going to kill them. It's going to kill them, and it's going to be the most satisfying thing you've ever done in Destiny. Well, not really. It'll be one of the most satisfying things you've ever done in Destiny. Just absolutely amazing sidearm right here. This sidearm is very good, guys. I highly recommend you guys pick up Trespasser if you don't have it already. So there you go. You got your Fallen Assassin Ornament and Crucible Assassin here. Looks pretty badass. Looks pretty cool. So, like I said, I totally think it is worth the 17 strange coins, and the sidearms are pretty damn good right now in PvP because of the special ammo changes, and you know, you get special every time you respawn. So just another reason to pick up Trespasser, guys. Really, really fun exotic sidearm right here. All right, let's move on to the Bad Juju and Dragon's Bane bundle. So Dragon's Bane, it has to be like one of my favorite ornaments in the game. Amazing. Awesome PvE weapon. This will cost you 30 strange coins and 25 silver dust for both the weapon and the ornament. So, you know, if you don't have Bad Juju already and you want an ornament to go with it, well, here you go. Absolutely pretty decent bundle right here. The ornament is very beautiful. I love it. And we got the Truth and Heart of Gold package right here. So this will pretty much make your Truth just entirely gold. Just basically gold. It's pretty funny. It's pretty cool, though. So like I said, if you don't already have Truth and you want it with an ornament, well, here you go. If you have, you know, the resources for it. Moving on to Glass Needles. This will cost you 3 strange coins, 3 motes of light, and 1 exotic shard. This will change and alter your perks on your exotic armor. So let's say you want discipline, but you have strength. Keep rolling Glass Needles on your exotic armor until you get your discipline. And let's say you have sidearm ammo, but you want sniper ammo. Keep rolling Glass Needles until you get your perfect roll. Moving on to 3 of coins. This will cost you 7 strange coins for 5 3 of coins. So let's go ahead, pop one for you guys. Now, I'm sure most of you know this already, but just in case somebody is new, let's go ahead, pop one real quick. So you want to go to your consumables, use the 3 of coins, and you're going to want to go over here to exotic particles. Grants a chance to receive an exotic engram on the next ultra kill or crucible match completion. That is win or lose for PvP. Usually I'll pop this every other PvP match or before every boss in a strike, and that is how I farm my exotic engrams. Once that PvP match is completed or that ultra is killed, exotic particles will disappear, and you will have to pop another 3 of coins shortly after that if you want to keep farming. And of course, they are not guaranteed by any means, the exotic engrams. It's all random, guys. All just a chance. All right, now we have our heavy ammo synths. We have a 3 for 10 deal and a 1 for 3 deal. So obviously the 3 for 10 is a better deal. So if you are big into PvE activities, go ahead, stock up on some heavy ammo synths. Trust me, you will not regret stocking up on some of these. Moving on to our vehicle upgrades, we have Void Drive and Emerald Coil. This will change a blue rarity sparrow into a legendary sparrow and also change the contrail color on it. So we have a purple here and green here. These are very unique. I barely ever see anybody rock these anymore. So if you want to be a little more different, guys, go ahead, pick one of these up and infuse it with your blue sparrow. Moving on to our exotic shard exchange. So this will cost you 7 strange coins for 1 exotic shard. Pretty nice deal right here. You know, if you need some exotic shards for the week, go ahead, stock up while Zer is here. And Mote of Light exchange, 2 strange coins for 1 Mote of Light. So if you are in like desperate need of motes and you have the extra strange coins, well, here you go. You know, this will help with ranking up those factions, grinding those packages, or just simply leveling up your gear. This is always here for you. Anyway, guys, that is it for Zer this week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.